What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode. It's been a while of the Hurls
It's
and
been a
Smallz
while.
show. You know, like a month back, Smallz was sick and we missed a couple episodes. Then we came back for one, and then I was under the weather. I had lost my voice, and then last week, I don't even know what happened last week, but it's been a lot of shit going on. We apologize.
Someone has some bubble guts.
Oh my, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Last week I was fasting from Thursday to Saturday, and day 2. That's when we were gonna record, that Friday, day 2. And oh my goodness, I have never. And I know TMI, I'm not gonna be as vulgar as I was in our messages, but I have never had to use the bathroom as bad as I did on that day 2 of the fast. Like it was terrible. Like it was genuinely awful. The fast was pretty good, but day 2 was the worst by far. Like by far. Like day 1 I was kind of like, hey, it was kind of light, but yeah, I was a bit hungry. Day 2 I thought I was gonna be a lot like super hungry, but it was fuck the hunger. I had no appetite because I was just on the fucking toilet all day. Like I'm working, I had to stop work and go take a shit. You text me, so like, what are we doing? Are we recording after the game? And I finished because there was I forget, it might have been game 4. I finished the rest of the game on the fucking toilet. That's how bad it was. Like it was bad. It was bad. But I'm sorry to start off with me talking about my my stomach problems. But before we get into any football talk, we know it's been a while, so I gotta see. And we haven't really talked much. We've texted here and there throughout the finals games, but I want to know how you're doing, man.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. The other day, I was like, "Damn, I ain't talked to Hurls in a while."
I was thinking
I
about it
miss him,
yesterday. I was
dog.
thinking about it No, it might have been today. I was thinking about it today. I was like, yeah, Smalls and I have texted about this upcoming season and the podcast and a couple of messages throughout the games, but it's like we haven't talked because we don't come on here and just sit here and talk when we're not filming. So yeah, it has been a while.
Someone would be down to, but the other one doesn't really like him that much.
I'm here. I'm here.
I'm just kidding. I've been great though, man. Life has been beautiful. We had this bet, which I'm gonna get you your money. But Ohio just doesn't allow me to go out and look at nature every day. But when it does, and I'm out there getting steps in, or I'm out there because I had planned on running a mile every day this month.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't quite worked out, but I've gotten a lot in. I started at like 9:54 on June 1st, and I'm down to 8:47. So that's a pretty good improvement.
Hell yeah.
But a couple of days, it was like last Tuesday. I was just running, and I was looking up. I was like, dude, life is just beautiful. Like I
that's it, man.
Just looking up, seeing trees, seeing the bright blue sky.
That's it, bro.
Then it just wants to rain nonstop every day. That's what it feels like. Bitch ass fucking state.
It is what it is, man. I think rain, sunshine, hail,
rain makes corn.
Snow,
corn makes whiskey. Whiskey
tornadoes.
makes my baby.
I think Hurlings would have won regardless, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
I mean, I'm not saying you wouldn't have because I got to give you your credit. You be getting steps in every day. It comes some Sundays it's like, man, I don't feel like doing a fucking thing today.
I get you. I just hit 100. Like I put it in the Discord. 100 consecutive days of 10K steps. I think like 2 days ago or something like that. So yeah, I've been grinding. So that's why when you said you wanted to do this, it's like you just can't have days where you're under 10,000 because I won't. So that's why I just never thought you stood a chance because I know those weekends, the weekdays. I know he's probably gonna be up there, but I just know those weekends. I wouldn't be surprised if I see 1,000, 500. So it's like you just can't be doing that.
And Saturdays, I haven't even been doing that. I've been getting them in on Saturdays, but like my first really bad day, my mom's came over and we painted like all day, so I just wasn't getting steps, and I was just in that bedroom. It's like I'm already down so much.
And I texted you like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, it's over then, and you were telling me no, it's not. And I was like, you know what? I'm willing to see what he's able to do. And ever since then, it's only gotten worse. I just sent the Vince Carter gif of it's over. But you put up some good competition in the first couple of weeks. I was actually not surprised, but I was like, okay, maybe this will be some competition. And then, yeah, it is what it is. Because those first couple of days you were texting me like, bro, I went to sleep and I was 10,000 up on you.
Dude, it pisses me off. It's infuriating. I'd be up like 9,000 on you. Like, okay, I know he's gonna get a walk in, but I should at least be in the realm of him. And then I wake up the next morning and it's like, when did he go get 13,000 more steps?
I'm a late night walker.
Dickhead.
I'm probably gonna go after we finish recording this because I haven't walked today. Yeah,
don't even worry about it today.
Walker. Maybe I maybe won't because I've been getting super tired lately. Like last night, I usually sleep with a bonnet and do-rag on, but last night I like just passed out in bed. It's like usually I go to bed, but last night I fell asleep. I usually like I don't know if you go to sleep or you fall asleep, but last night I just completely knocked out. Phone wasn't charging, none of that. I just fell asleep, bro. I was so tired. Like work has been having me so tired. I've been falling asleep no later than like 12:30 unless I'm like out doing something or I'm out somewhere else. If I'm home, I'm asleep by 12:30. It's been crazy. It's like going from me being up till 5:30, sometimes 6, seeing the sun come up, and now it's like
that shit was insane.
Yeah. It definitely was. Looking back on it, it definitely was. I definitely enjoyed this schedule a lot more. I just have so much more to do because yeah, I had the same amount of hours in my day, but it's like I couldn't leave the house and go do something at fucking 4 a.m. when I was up. But now I can do that, you know, at the hours I'm awake now. So, you know, it's a good adjustment. It's a good adjustment.
We had contemplated maybe doing Wednesday, right? And I just pushed off, decided to do it today instead. I like I didn't eat lunch on Wednesday because I try not to eat like greasy food and everything every day, and that's what they usually do. So I didn't eat lunch. About 4 o'clock hits, and I'm like, damn, I'm getting really hungry. I get home, I run my mile. It's like 7 o'clock, and I start making spaghetti.
I know that's your favorite.
Storm starts. I hear a tornado warning outside. Power goes out. As soon as I put I put the spaghetti in the water, and the power immediately goes out. I'm like, damn, that is a kick in the nuts.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be out half an hour. I can salvage the spaghetti. I lay down on a little futon right here. I wake up an hour later. I had accidentally fallen asleep. Wake up an hour later, still no power. So I just sadly got up. I strained my spaghetti, dumped it in the garbage, and then my phone didn't charge the night before. I put it on because my charger is like a sit-on one.
The wire
didn't charge the night before. Yeah. So my phone is at 6%, and that's when I was texting you about Henry Ruggs and everything. And I just put my phone on the charger right before I put my spaghetti in. Power goes out, so my phone is still dead. And I called my mom's. I'm like, Mom, I don't know what to do because I ran a mile, so I need to take a shower. I'm hungry as fuck. What do I do? And she's like, well, you can come over here if you want. Maybe you just go get something to eat. I don't know. So I determined I'm just going to go, run to the store, get a new charger so I can charge my phone in the car because last weekend we went to my brother's house and I took my charger with me and forgot it in my dad's car. So my car charger is now in my dad's car. So I have no possible way of charging my phone. Get in the car, click the garage door opener. Brady, you don't have power. Yep. Obviously, the fucking garage door opener is not going to work. So I call my mom pissed off, not knowing how to get out of the garage. And she goes, just pull the lever. You can slide it up manually. So I do that. Slide the door up.
Mom, how the fuck do I get out of this garage?
I was pissed. I slide the door up, let go to go get in the car, and it comes right back down. It wouldn't hold itself up.
I thought it fell down on the car. Holy shit.
No, it just fell back down on the ground. Nothing will hold it up. So I couldn't get out. Like I had no chance of.
You should have had like a broom or something and like propped it up or something like that. A mop. I don't know.
So it was like 8:50. I went in, made 2 peanut butter and jellies, went to fucking bed. I was pissed. I made sure I turned my stove off because I was making spaghetti. I wake up at 2 a.m. to every light in the house flickering because the power came on, went right back off, came on, went off, and then it finally came on for good. So I wake up at 2 a.m. like, what the fuck just happened? And I couldn't fall back to sleep until like 4:30. It was just an abysmal night. And to make matters worse, when I manually unlocked the garage door, the cable came undone. So now my garage door's fucked.
Oh, so now you have to like get it fixed.
Yeah, my car is now parked outside instead of in the garage door like it always is.
Wow.
This house is always something, dude. Like I love living on my own, and I like this house, but just having to do shit on my own,
On
this
your
shit
own, right?
blows.
Because like, the doorknob's broken. Parents will cover that. They'll get it fixed eventually. I don't gotta worry about it. Now it's like everything's on you. Couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine.
But last thing before I ask you how you doing, I'm going golfing tomorrow for the first time this
Mm.
season.
Oh, you're a golfer. You go.
No,
Oh.
no, I'm bad.
Okay. Okay.
We're playing 9 holes. Par's probably like 36. My goal is to stay under 72.
Okay. So we're just under double.
Just
Okay.
double par. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll let you know how that goes.
So line of 72. Give me the over. Give me the over. I'm gonna take the slide over.
No.
I'm gonna say you're at 75. I'm gonna say you're at 75. Give me the slide
Dickhead. And
over.
I told dude, I was like, we not doing none of them gimmies where your stick is close, or your fucking stick. Your
Club.
God, Lee.
Am I the golfer?
I said we're not doing it. We're not doing any gimmies. You gotta actually get it in the hole. He goes, oh man, you're gonna struggle. I said, yep.
Yeah, give me
How you been,
75.
man?
I've been great, like you said, like literally like just going on walks, and like I walk a lot of the times during the night, but I also try to during the day sometimes, and it's like like you said, it's just you just look around and it's just like dang, even looking at the buildings or just like people built this, it's like bro, all these highways, the big tall buildings, it's like bro, it's just beautiful. And then let alone looking at the water when I walk by the lake or the sky, the clouds, the bird, whatever it is, getting some sunlight. It's just like life is great. I have the Houston trip next week. I never ever take myself on vacation. Like me going to Jacksonville with the guys last year was the first vacation I've ever done like just for me ever, like in my life. And now I have like 3 lined up just in the next like couple of months. So it feels like I'm just kind of rewarding myself for all like the stuff I've done, the work
Be nice
I
to
put
be
in.
rich.
All right. It's never forget that. I'm gonna forget you said that. But yeah, new job. Well, not new anymore, I guess. I'm like a month and a half in. Job's going well. I'm loving that. Life has been great. But I have a question. This is gonna sound random at first, but have you ever been pulled over?
One time.
One time. What was that? Were you like speeding? Did you run a light?
It was the day I took my senior pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and I hated everything about the senior pictures. I just despised,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was in a bad mood. And it was the day Ohio State Michigan were playing each other. I believe in football. It might have been basketball though.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to my pop's house, and I was just going like 70 in a 55, and he pulled me over and gave me a warning.
What the hell? 70 to 55, man. If he doesn't relax, okay. But yeah, so me, I've never been pulled over. Okay, so this is Saturday, I think. Whatever. We'll call it Saturday. I get off of work and I'm like, you know what? I haven't been to the gym in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm gonna go to the gym. I get up at like 6:45. I get ready, head to the gym. I go to open the gym door. I see people inside. I go to open the gym door. It won't open. I'm looking inside like, yo, can somebody come open the door? What's going on? I'm pulling on it. Maybe I try the other door. I look online and I'm like, shit, it's Saturday. They close at 7. I'm here at 6:57. Of course they're not gonna fucking let me in. So I'm like, fuck. I finally built up the fucking, not even courage, because I can go to the gym, but like just the will, the strength, or whatever you want to call it, to go to the gym. I'm like, fuck it. Finally, I'm gonna go. And then I go and then it's fucking closed. So I'm like, fuck. You know what? I'm just gonna, I needed to go grocery shopping, so I'm just gonna take the time to go grocery shopping. So I go to Aldi, I get my little essentials or whatever, and I'm driving back home. Street I've taken 100,000 times. 100,000 times. I'm just driving, kicking it. I pull up to the stop sign. I hit a left. I go on to, I take a left. There's a cop sitting on this street on the left. So I drive past, and okay, so I'm going like, fuck. So I'm going straight. I stop at this stop sign. The cop is sitting here. He's facing like the stop sign, the road that's going straight, where I make the left. So I take the left onto the road with the cop. And I'm just driving by, and then I look at my rear view mirror. I see the cop hitting the 3-point turn. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not thinking anything of it. I've never been pulled over. Cops he got a call or something, he just finished his shift. He's done being posted there. Mind you, like I said, I've driven past that 100,000 times. My elementary school is on that road, literally on the road. I can see it, like literally 20 feet. I've never seen a cop sitting there. So the cop, does a 3-point turn behind me. I'm like, A little strange, but it's whatever. You know, I'm not thinking anything of it. Never been pulled over. The thought of being pulled over has never came into my head. I even joked with Poonks before. What are you doing to get pulled over? Like, how do you get pulled over? Like, what the fuck are you doing on the road? So I hit a right. I take a right, and the cop takes a right too, but lights aren't on or anything. Then the cop turns his lights on, and me, good civilian hurling. So I'm like, okay, officer, you know, I'll go to the side so you can go past me. I'll get out of the way, officer. Go do your thing. Officer, lights on and all, stops behind me. So I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I'm like, what did I do? Like, he's got the wrong. I'm thinking he just got a call and I'm moving out of his way so he can go by me, but he stops behind me. So I'm like, holy shit. Like, I literally have no clue what I could have done. So he comes up to my passenger side window because it was like oncoming traffic on the other side. So he comes to my passenger side window. He knocks on it. He's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I literally, I have no clue. I told him, I literally have no clue why you pulled me over. He's like, you ran through that stop sign. You didn't even pump and go. You just ran through it. And I texted my brother. I texted my friend. I texted the guys. On my life. On your life, Brady. On my life. On my mom's life. On anybody's life. I stopped at that stop. I stopped. I fucking stopped. Because mind you, there was a car in front of me at that stop sign. So it's not like I could have just fucking flew through it. There was a car in front of me. So even if I just tailed the car in front of me and didn't stop at the stop sign, I didn't fucking fly through it because there was a car in front of me that stopped prior to me. But he comes and he's like, yeah, you flew through it. You know, we get a lot of accidents here. And I'm thinking to myself, like, no way I flew through it. I need a fucking dash cam because no way. And he's like, license and registration. And I'm fucking fumbling in the glove box. I've never had to do this before. So I'm fumbling through here. I got random fucking receipts in here, papers in here, McDonald's receipts and shit. I don't even know napkins. I'm like, my fault, officer. Just give me a second. I'm fumbling through it. I give it to him and I'm sitting in there. He goes back to his car and I'm like, bro, I'm really getting a fucking ticket for something that I really don't think I did. And he comes back to my car. He like peeks his head in here, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck does he have going on? He peeks his head in. He's like, is there anyone in the back? And my car was very messy, and not even that it was messy. It just looked. I could understand. He asked, is there anybody else in the car? And I could understand why he asked that because with the way my car, like the stuff was in my car, it looked like I could have been trying to hide somebody. Because I have a blanket in my car, I have spare clothes in my car, and that's because I sleep like. Say the truck comes late at work or something or anything like that on my break, I'll just take a nap. So I have a blanket and, you know, if anything ever happens to my clothes, something spills on me, I have spare like uniform in my car. So he's probably thinking like, this guy living out of his fucking car. What's going on in here? And I had it all sitting on the seat. So it looks like someone could fit under. And I'm like, no, officer, I just work for Coke and I be driving around a lot. So I just got a blanket and spare clothes in here. It's like, you know, all right. He's like, all right. I don't know if he's believing me. And he goes back to his car and I'm like, I'm fucked here. I'm texting Poonks and the guys. I'm texting my brother, and I'm like, bro, what do I do here? I got people telling me to fucking just speed off and shit, and I'm like, bro, what do I do? But he comes back and just, you know, he's like, you know what? I appreciate your honesty. I'm gonna let you off with a warning and shit like that. So I just got a warning for it, but like I said, I swear on my life, I did not run that stop sign, and I've driven past that spot 5 times since. He has not been there once. So the one time in my life I see a cop down there and I decide to take that left turn, he pulls me over. It's fuck that. Not even fuck the cop, but fuck that cop. Because his ass was fucking bored out of his mind and just needed somebody to pull over. Because if there's a camera there, if I had a dash cam, I promise you, it would show that I stopped at that stop sign. I literally told him I had to have been zoned out or something. Because in my mind, I promise you, officer, I stopped at the stop sign. But I was like, you know what? You said I didn't stop, so do what you got to do. But I just ended with a fucking warning at the end of the day. So it is what it is.
I'm wrong, though. I've been pulled over twice in my life. Because one was at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was brushing my teeth. It was like 12:30.
In the car?
No. I'm brushing my teeth.
Okay.
And boss man calls me. He's like, hey, what you doing? And I look at the clock. I'm like, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm about to go to bed. Fuck you calling me for? And it's a Friday night, mind you. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I can't really feel my left arm. And he had like a damn near a stroke before. He had a brain bleed. So he was a little bit worried about it. He was like, I can't really feel my one arm. Do you mind coming and take me to the hospital? And I was like, well, absolutely. If you think you're having a stroke or anything, I'll be right there. I said, give me like 20 minutes and I'll be there. And his wife was in Michigan or some shit. And I'm going to pick him up. and I see a cop sitting in a gas station. I'm going like 37 and a 35. I'm not worried at all. And I go by him and he turns his lights on. And I'm like, nice, awesome. What the fuck is he wanting?
Yeah.
Because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's a Friday night. Well, he probably thinks I was drinking or something.
Yeah. Just came from.
But to make matters worse, boss man could literally be fucking dying right now.
Dying.
I need to get there.
And if you tell that to him, he's like, "Oh, this guy's bullshitting me. I gotta go." So,
He goes, what you doing out here? I said, my boss called me. He wants me to take me to the hospital. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, well, you know what I pulled you over for? I was like, absolutely no idea. He goes, your license plate light is out. Didn't even know license plates had a light. And my dumb naive ass said, oh, really? And I immediately got out of the truck. Like, I didn't even, I opened my door and went to look at it.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your...
I got out and I said, let me see what you're talking about. And he walks me over and points at it. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll have to get that fixed. And he was real cool about it. And he gave me a warning and everything. But the fact that I just got out.
If I would have pulled that, you may not be talking to me today. You may not be talking to me if I would have pulled that move. If I would have pulled that move, I'm not here today. The Hurl is Smallz show is not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
But looking back on it, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You just get out of the car to go see what he's talking about. No,
let me take a look, officer. Let me take a look. You got out, and he's like, what the fuck is this guy about to do? Hand on his gun, ready to pull it out. Like, what is this guy thinking?
He might have. I didn't even look at him. I just got out and went and looked at it. Oh man, I'm glad nothing happened about that though.
All right. Fucking.
Before we get into football, two basketball things. The Lakers sold for $10 billion.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have $10 billion? That boggles my mind.
Boggles. I'm happy to see a few thousand. That guy's seeing over 10 million because he bought the Lakers for 10 million.
Billions.
Sorry, billions. Yeah.
He probably could have bought like 3 other teams, but he bought the Lakers instead. Hell no.
And you know, by the time he sells that, Lakers are gonna be what? Fucking 40 billion. So hey, shouts out to him.
Jeannie Bus Pops bought it for $67 million, and she sold it for till nuts. NBA Finals going to Game 7 on Sunday.
Man, hell yeah! And both of us are rooting for Indiana hard in this series. And hey, nothing pissed me off more than Game 4 of this series. Like legitimately nothing. Indiana was up 10 going into the 4th. Late in the 3rd, they made it 10 or whatever. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Indy's going up 3-1. They got 3 chances to win the finals. And then Shea just says, fuck all that. And we're winning this game. And then game five comes and
J-Dub goes nuts.
J-Dub goes absolutely insane. Him and this like same hand layup, like he's going with the same hand to the cup. He's so good at it.
He had so many dunks.
He got to the basket on anybody. It didn't matter. And then after he finished getting to the basket, he's like, I got a 3, so I'll just fucking start pulling this. He was killing them from every level on the court. And then he had 40. But Shea had like fucking 33 or whatever the fuck he had. And at the end of that game, Shea was trying so hard to get himself another couple of buckets and he just started jacking shit up. But shouts out to them because they fucking hooped. And that's when I was like, I said game 4, whoever wins this game is probably going to win the series. And then in the fashion that Indiana lost, I'm like, yeah, OKC probably has this wrapped up. But then we get to game 6 and I'm like, you know what? It's going to be fun, feel good story, but I think OKC probably closes it out here. Tyrese Halliburton's
hurt. I thought they were
It's like, oh, no chance. But then Tyrese Halliburton comes on. Not that he was super efficient to start because they started like 0 for 9. But Tyrese Halliburton comes out aggressive and starts shooting it. He wasn't shooting well, but he was shooting it. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is something. But then it was like 10-2. And I'm like, okay, it's wraps. OKC's just about to come in here, whoop some ass, and go win their championship. And then they turned up. Obi Toppin came in, and I think they showed it was like 8 points in 2 minutes. Hit 2 threes, hit 2 free throws. He came in and just hooped. Andrew Nembhard, I was begging for him to be aggressive because game 1, he had that nasty, one of my favorite shots ever on Shea where he just stepped back and like when that shot happened, I was like, that's a big dick ass shot. Man, that's a big ball shot. You gotta have a big balls to shoot that shot. And then he just didn't. It just seemed like he just didn't want to shoot anymore. But I understand that he is playing that like press on Shea, so it probably is taxing on him. He can't, jack up as many shots. But in this game, he did his thing. It's like each person on that team had their own little spurt. TJ McConnell came in and did his thing. Obi Toppin, I said, had his 8 points in 2 minutes. Aaron Nesmith had like 2 threes and then an and one. Pascal Siakam has been amazing. His numbers aren't going to be like fucking 30 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. But if you watch these games, Pascal... What's the shit he was doing in the pregame? Pascal Siakam has been fucking phenomenal. His defense has been amazing, and he's just been so steady for the Pacers. Whenever they've needed something, somebody just calmed them down. In the game they lost, I think it was game 5. Pascal Siakam in that fourth quarter had like 12 points and cut the lead down to 2. He cut the lead down to 2, and I'm like, holy shit,
it was 95-93.
I was like, the Pacers can win this fucking game in OKC, then close it out at home. But then they just fucking fell apart, and J-Dub said, fuck all that. But, man,
Pascal, I kept saying, someone please help Pascal, man. Please.
And, that yesterday's game, they just whooped ass. Like I said, everybody showed up, and my goodness, the Pacers, like, we have a Game 7 in the finals for the first time since 2016. Just the Cavs and Warriors, man. It still feels weird that we actually have a Game 7. And shout out to the Pacers. I've been rooting for them so hard in these finals. I would have never bet a fucking cent on them taking this to 7, let alone them winning it. But I would have never thought this went 7. If I had to bet money on amount of games, I would have said 5 games. 6 was even like, damn, that's a damn good series. But taking it to 7, man, shout out to the Pacers. Shout out to Rick Carlisle. Myles Turner, please come and hoop in Game 7, because my fucking goodness, Myles Turner at times in this series has looked lost. I think...
Are we sure Thomas Bryant's not wearing his jersey?
What is going on? What is going on? And Thomas Bryant Rick Carlisle tried to play him like game 1 or 2. He got like a minute and a half stretch and got pulled immediately. His ass was garbage. So it's like, it's been Myles Turner.
Right back in.
And Tony Bradley has given them some solid minutes these past couple of games. He gave them some energy last game. But yeah, Obi Toppin has been huge, and TJ McConnell has been just the star of the show, these finals, man. He's been amazing. This series has been so much fun. So much fun.
I couldn't agree more. And when Knicks Pacers started, I definitely thought the Knicks were gonna win.
Yeah.
But what did you ask me? And I think you asked me who was gonna win, and I said that midget not gonna lead them nowhere.
Yeah.
You were like, that midget damn good though.
You sent the picture of Hallie and Logan Paul. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. Man,
and when the series started, I was like, man, the Knicks would give us a much better series with the Thunder. I was like, man, I was rooting for the Pacers, but I think the Knicks would have the potential to make it a better series. But boy, was I fucking wrong, because the Pacers are just so much fun. Shout out to Rick Carlisle, even though at times I'm like, get Myles Turner ass out the game. But Rick Carlisle has been amazing. The Pacers have been amazing, and shouts out to him, and shouts out to OKC too. I
love Aaron Nesmith,
bro. Him and Benedict Mathurin, it's like when they get a head full of steam, they just be throwing up some wild shit. But when they're doing the right things, they be fucking hooping. Like, Benedict Mathurin didn't play much this last game, but had 27 points in 22 minutes. Like, that's ridiculous. And Aaron Nesmith, we saw what he did with those 6 threes against the Knicks, and he hit 2 big threes and an and one in this game. Man, the Pacers just got so many people that can step up. So, I don't know who it's going to be in Game 7. I hope to say it's Tyrese Halliburton or Pascal Siakam. You lean on one of your top 2 guys, but we'll see. Maybe Myles Turner gives us a game, because everybody has showed up except for him. Because Myles Turner has still been damn good at defending the basket and blocking shots and playing defense on Chet. But he's been fucking horrendous. Hey, if I see one more pump fake sidestep 3 from Myles Turner, and he tried to do that at the start of this past game, but he didn't take the shot, it almost fucking pissed me off. I hate that shit so much. So fucking much. And all his shots are so fucking ugly, bro. Oh, man, he's been fucking pissing me off. And they can't close a fucking possession because Myles Turner can't grab a fucking rebound. Like, fuck.
He's been having like 2 rebounds.
Tony Bradley came in and started fucking grabbing boards, and TJ McConnell was fucking grabbing boards for them yesterday, man. Grab a fucking rebound, Myles Turner. Shit. Now I'm done.
Foosball.
Go Pacers, though. Go Pacers. Final score prediction. Sure. Who you got? What you got?
I don't think they do it.
Damn. I agree though.
OKC's home crowd is just too
Bro,
crazy, man.
two great home crowds, man. If the Pacers were at home for this game, do you think you switch?
Probably.
Okay, yeah, but I'm taking OKC as well. Give me OKC. And I hope it's a good game, but I think we may just get a J-Dub game where it's like, all right, let's just close this shit out. Let's win it on our home floor.
Chet not gonna play like he did last game.
Exactly. I saw. Give me OKC 113 to 104. They pull away a little later. It's not too great of a game, I don't think, but yeah, give me OKC 113-104. If the Pacers do pull it out, who's your Finals MVP though?
It's crazy that you don't see home teams lose a whole lot in the finals, but the Pacers stole game 1.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still game 7, goddamn it. Pascal Siakam, second championship,
It's crazy,
Finals MVP. Right. Give me the Pacers 116-108.
I'd be so happy. I would be so happy, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. My mom was even talking to I got home from work and she was like, the Thunder beat the Pacers yesterday, huh? And I was like, no, it's going to game 7. She was, what? Game 7? She was like, when is it? I was like, Sunday, 8 o'clock. Make sure you're there. So hopefully she's off of work and we can all watch it together on Sunday. But man, I'm super excited for this finals. This has been the first finals in a while that has, and I don't want to say felt like a finals because the finals have felt like the finals, but it's like, it's been different than the last, because it's been Celtics, Mavericks. Nobody thought the Mavericks were winning unless you were a jackass. Nuggets, Heat, all respect to the Heat and what you guys did in that run, but we all thought that you knew the Nuggets were going to pull it out. Celtics, Warriors was a pretty fun series, but it was And then before that, the Bucks and Suns. So this is the first finals in a while that has that fucking feel to it. First one since 2016, like I said, game 7, man. Shouts out to the Pacers and the Thunder. And one last thing before we move on, sorry. What's your thoughts on the broadcast? I know a lot of people have, talked about the broadcast and how they don't like it and shit like that. You have any thoughts on the broadcast this finals?
That's cool. Mark Breen's all right. I mean, I might miss I said Mark Breen. Mike Breen. I miss Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson for sure. But I like Richard Jefferson a lot though.
I don't like Doris.
I'm not a huge Doris fan either, but I like Richard Jefferson though. I think Richard Jefferson has some pretty good I
love RJ.
Yeah, I think he does a pretty good job. But all right, we can. We're not a basketball podcast. We're 30 minutes in.
Last thing on basketball.
Oh,
Kevin, I cannot wait to welcome you to the Miami Heat fan base.
Call it now.
Terry Rozier.
Well, you're saying the Heat.
Kevin, I cannot wait to welcome you to the Miami Heat franchise. Next to Bam and Khalil Ware. Next to Tyler. Next to Andrew Wiggins. I don't care who on that bench. We win it all next year.
Man. We have my brother and
Terry?
I have a friend that is a Heat fan, and he's came to watch every single one of the finals game with us, and he's talking about KD to the Heat too. It's like, bro, and he talked about Giannis to the Heat. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What are the Heat trading? And it always
Terry?
starts. Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic.
Yeah.
Bro, it's always that Duncan Robinson for the money. It's always that same bullshit package. Who wants that? Who wants that?
The Suns.
All right.
We're going to give them Terry,
and then
Duncan.
Terry Rozier on top of that. That makes it so much better. For sure.
Yeah. And then 2 firsts. Call it a deal. Boom.
Just like that. Good luck.
And when Kevin says, give me to the motherfucking Heat, that's why they're going to accept it.
Why does he not want to be in Minnesota, bro? It's like, what are we doing here, Kevin Durant? Why doesn't I like
no baddies in Minnesota.
But Houston's the place I've always wanted to see him, so I'm hoping it's Houston. But we can move on now.
Heat. Aaron Rodgers, finally.
To a Heat game if Kevin Durant's there, though. Never seen him.
How far do you live from Tampa?
Tampa, about 3-4 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, what's in Tampa? Are you gonna be there?
Baker Mayfield plays in Tampa.
I'm going to the game. I'm going to the game. My brother and I have already. Yeah, we play. Sorry, the Niners play in Tampa this season, and we've already planned on going to. We're planning on going to that game. I think it's October 12th or 13th, whichever one is the Sunday, 12th or 13th. We plan on going to that game. We'll see Brady there.
I was gonna say we could pop out to one. That'd be fun. Baker, Baker. Aaron Rodgers finally signs with the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts?
Been that long? Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
We're gonna be
Yep.
fucking breaking Cooper Kupp to the Seahawks on this episode too.
You bogus. Why the chair squeaking like that? I wanted Will Howard to start, so I don't like this signing. Plus, I just dislike Aaron Rodgers as a football player, but he should be cool.
Crazy to say. I love Aaron Rodgers, though I don't think he was. He obviously wasn't his Aaron Rodgers self last season. I think he was still. It may have been a little overblown on how bad he was. I think Aaron Rodgers. I think,
for sure,
and not that it's Aaron Rodgers specifically, but I think it's always looked at worse when you were very good and then you regress instead of always being okay. When you go from good to okay, it's always looked at worse. So I don't think Aaron Rodgers was as bad as people make him out to be. And I always thought he was going to end up with the Steelers anyway. So this is what it is. I don't know what took them so long to finally agree on something, but he was already working out with DK Metcalf and the Steelers receivers, so we already knew it was going to happen. So they finally get something to go on over there. I didn't want Will Howard to be the starter over there. I wanted it to be Justin Fields over there still, but obviously that didn't pan out. So Aaron Rodgers it is. So Pittsburgh be ready for another, hopefully maybe a 9-8 season, 8-9 season. We'll see.
I wanted Will Howard way after Justin was gone. Obviously, if Justin was still available,
I wasn't saying him, but I know you're a Justin guy, so of course you did. But yeah,
Anthony Richardson has been dealing with shoulder injuries. I think that they're going to use it as a scapegoat to start Daniel Jones this season, and that's going to piss me off because I love Anthony Richardson.
It should be the reverse. It should be the reverse. It shouldn't be if Daniel Jones plays bad, we go and play Anthony Richardson. It should be if Anthony Richardson comes out this season, you give him, 6, 7, 8 games, however long it takes, and if it's like enough is enough, then maybe. But it shouldn't in no world be Daniel Jones starts, and then if he's bad, we go to Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson should be your plan, should be your guy, the guy you're instilling confidence in. But it just seems like they're doing the opposite, and it's like, yes, at a certain point, it's up to him, but it's like you also have to instill some confidence in your guy if you want him to be able to succeed.
They haven't done it at all. They haven't done this since he's been there.
At all.
His first season, he was great, and he dealt with injuries. But like last year, Joe Flacco, are we serious? And now I guarantee you, they're going to use the shoulder injury he's having as well. He didn't have very many reps in practice. We're gonna start the season with Daniel Jones and see how he can take us, and they're going to be bad, and it's going to piss me off. Big news, Jaire Alexander, away from Green Bay, he comes to win a championship this season. And I know my boy Rodney was hyped.
Jaire, I'm sorry we're going to have to beat you in the Super Bowl, man. You could have been on the right side. But yes, he was. I can go find the text as you talk about it.
They already have Nate Wiggins, who's going to be over there. They already have Marlon Humphrey. You got Kyle Hamilton back there in the secondary. They drafted, who did they draft this year? The
Malachi Starks.
Not Xavier Watt. Malachi Starks. I wanted to say Xavier Watt, but he's somewhere
else. So sorry to cut you off. So I just texted him saying Jaire. And he said he signed in all caps, question mark. He said, I didn't get anything. Like, he didn't get the notification. Then he sends me 4 screenshots of him posted up with Lamar Jackson, him signing the contract, him with John Harbaugh. He's OMG, let's go. And he's hype as hell. So shouts out to Jaire Alexander and the Ravens getting him, I guess.
Go get my boy. And he gets him the next day. Come on, Hurlins. Come on. Lamar gonna finally do it. This is the year.
It better.
And Adam Sandler getting Derrick Henry in a movie for 2,000 yards. He gonna get 2,000 yards.
You know what? Shouts out to Lamar Jackson's guy. I saw him send Jason Tatum a jersey, and it was like, "Get well soon, champ," or "Get well soon, love you, champ." So shouts out to you, Lamar Jackson. So maybe the Ravens do take it on.
You're a little old for a Make-A-Wish, ain't he?
Holy shit, that's crazy. Holy shit. That's insane.
That's the way you fucking said it. It's like, get well soon.
Holy shit, man. Holy shit.
It's going to suck seeing him not out there next year, though. That's going to be bad.
Iron Man. Okay. Celtics aren't going to be bad. They're going to be mid.
You're going to be bad.
Well, depending on what happens in the offseason. I don't think Jaylen Brown is getting moved. I don't think Derek White is getting moved. I think those two are. Drew is, and I wouldn't be surprised if Kristaps Porzingis is as well, and Sam Hauser is as well. So The Celtics might be bad. The Celtics might be bad. The Celtics might be bad. They might be bad. You know, get the draft pick in 2026. You know, see Baylor Shireman get some reps this upcoming season. Peyton Pritchard develop hopefully as a more of a playmaker. Jaylen Brown be the #1 all season. See what he can do.
Well, fuck them. Well, you're not talking about the NBA again.
No, because bro, I was literally about to get into a whole. Yeah, you're right. I was about to get into a whole breakdown of their off season and what they're gonna do next year. My fault. Thank you for getting me back on track.
Our San Antonio Brahmas, unfortunately,
got eliminated.
I don't even know if they won a game this year. Can you tell me their record?
Still going on?
No. Bro, you bogus as fuck.
Who the fuck won? Who won? Okay, ESPN sent the fucking noti out for
They did for sure. The DC Defenders beat the Michigan Panthers.
I didn't fucking get it. ESPN, if you want the league to grow, send some fucking noties out when your guys' championship game is happening. You know, I would have tuned in.
I guarantee. No, you wouldn't have.
They probably did, and I just fucking swiped that shit away.
UFL, fuck that shit. Bro, you bogus because the UFL has had several signings to the NFL since it finished.
Oh my god. I saw that a tight end got signed to where? To where was it? Dang.
The Saints.
The Saints. When did
the like Monday or Sunday, I think.
Oh, it was recent. So like that was their championship game this past Sunday. Dang.
Yeah. Dang. Maybe Saturday, I don't know. I damn sure didn't watch that shit.
Never mind.
I saw the next day like Jordan Tayamu or some shit like that won the MVP. So
come on the show, Jordan. Come on the show.
For sure. The Jets signed some guy named his nickname's the Thicker Kicker because he's like 6'1", 245.
Yeah. Shouts out to him.
And a bunch of guys have gotten NFL opportunities since then, so that's cool. I think the Texans signed the league's leading rusher from our Brahmas.
Room for the Texans this season, man.
And Damon Arnett got another chance with it. The rusher didn't go to the Texans. I don't know who the rusher went to, but Damon Arnett went to the Texans. So hopefully he can get his life back on the right track. I almost said rest in peace to C.J. Mosley. C.J. Mosley retires. So have a good life.
Good retirement. Yeah, congrats on a great career. Pro Bowler, All Pro with the Ravens and the Jets. Shouts out to you. One of the more underrated running backs, linebackers while he was in the league.
My homie texted me the other day and was saying that how did he word it? He was saying like since he has his own living room to watch games in and everything, he might start sports betting again. So I was like, I'll do it with you. I hadn't sports bet in a long time.
I've been missing it. I haven't bet since maybe opening day of the NBA season. I've maybe done a 1-2 here and there, but I hit on opening day. I just did a pick 'em of the slate. I turned 5 to 550, and I just got out of there. I was like, fuck it. I start the season off 550. I'm leaving. So I haven't really bet much since then, and I've been thinking about it recently too. And I see people hit crazy on baseball, so it's like I might have to dabble and see what it's.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh man.
Don't do it.
Oh man. How the fuck did he not get 2 bases? I
lost a lot of money on baseball.
Damn.
But I told him I would start betting with him when the NFL comes back around, and I regret it already because I know I'm a degenerate, and my account said I hadn't done anything since November of 24. So that's pretty good. I've been saving money. I haven't been saving money. I definitely relapsed.
No,
and you know what I mean by that. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not.
We're talking about that at the end of the show. At the end of the show,
no, we're not.
Remind me. Yes, we are.
No, not at the show. We can talk about it once we end.
Okay, but you were talking about betting. Sorry. We got to make some real. We're gonna make bets and predictions before the season. But now that you mentioned that, we should place some bets, like actual in Hard Rock or whatever, FanDuel before the start of the season. I got this guy to win MVP and whatever. Throw a little 5 on it, $10, 20. You $1,000 on it. I know you're a spender. So, but go ahead.
So I did something. I was looking through odds and everything because I was like, Quinshon Judkins, 1,000 yards, maybe Travion Henderson and Emeka Ibuka, because their odds would be crazy, but none of them were on there. So I was just looking at my Buckeyes. Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Terry McLaurin. All 4 of them for 1,000 yards. I put $50 on it to win 830.
Is Olave a Buckeye?
But Olave suffers so many he has so many injury struggles. Plus Tyler Shuck. Are we serious?
Fair.
Are we serious? I probably no bullshit. Nah, I can't say that. I was about to say I might take Paris Campbell before I would Olave, but that's speaking of Olave. I just traded for Olave in fantasy, so shouts out to Olave. I traded
fantasy season, man. I can't wait. And I saw you.
I can't wait
in the Discord. I think it was Hottie that asked, "Are we gonna do a fantasy football episode?" Fuck no, I'm not, because people are just gonna come on here and take my fucking sleepers. So absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I will be up here saying some fucking bullshit. Ricky Pearsall, man, he's my number 1 overall pick. I love him. He's my number 1 graded receiver this season. I'll come up here saying some fucking bullshit because I'm not gonna have my guys taken. I will not. I will not. Just because I mentioned this guy he gets drafted. No.
I hope numbers on the board ask me to be in that league again because I need my motherfucking redemption.
And I enjoyed hearing from you, hearing what happened on a week-to-week basis in that league from you, and knowing if you just would have put in Devontae Adams that 1 week, you're a champ.
I'm a champion,
game,
bro.
Champion.
Just week 1, and then don't start him again. That was like $1,200 too. 12-man league, $100. Oh my god!
Yeah, the
Devontae Adams
fantasy league will be starting up. We will be doing it, and it's probably gonna be maybe 50, somewhere around there, maybe more buy-in. So if anybody's interested, be on the lookout.
We're just gonna change that CT league to
for sure. But your ass is gonna have to get fucking booted because you've been AFK 2 drafts in a row now. But so if anybody wants to join, just let us know.
We'll have plug for sure. Darko,
Kevin. I think it was Kevin's idea, so I think he'll be in there. Devin, I think, said he wanted to be in there. Well, we'll figure it out.
Man, fuck Bo Nix.
I love me some Bo Nix.
Sorry, you said Devin.
Who did the Broncos get? No, we're gonna talk about this now. Who did the Broncos get recently? Who was it that you loved?
JK.
And you were like, I'm now rooting for the Broncos, or add the Broncos to my list of teams. And you went, oh wait, who's their quarterback? Fuck the Broncos. So Devin just know he still hates the Broncos, even though they got J.K. Dobbins. And I'm riding for the Broncos even more now. But it's still fuck the Broncos.
I can't even say I hate the Broncos this season because I love their defense, but I will be a jokingly hater.
All right.
Forever, as long as Bo Nix is alive. Even though I really fucking like Bo Nix because he be doing like
he fits in perfectly with them. He gets the vibe. Dude, he gets the vibe. Yes. Man. Shouts out to him.
NFC East outlook on that.
We haven't gotten to our topic of the show yet. Bro, we're 45 minutes in. Go ahead.
NFC East outlook. Starting with the Commanders. They went 12-5 in 2024. They still got Jaden Daniels back there at quarterback. Will we see a sophomore slump? I'm going to say hopefully not, but we saw what happened to CJ Stroud.
Yep.
You still have Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler in their backfield. They talked about getting an upgrade there. They damn, don't do that to Brian Robinson. Dan, I wanted to say Schneider. I'm glad I didn't. Dan Quinn said that Brian Robinson's looking really good in practices so far. They drafted, or maybe they picked up an undrafted. I know they got a rookie that they're liking a lot. Terry McLaurin is having some serious contract issues. I saw him walk out of a practice, which isn't good. So let's get that figured out immediately.
Terry McLaurin swap, get BA with Jaden Daniels, who we wanted to be with all last season, and BA and Deebo Samuel are back paired together. Who says no?
Me and every Commanders fan on earth.
Fuck what the fans say. Adam Peters, you're a former Niner. You get a Niner back in the building. Hey, I'm just saying.
You got one of the most easygoing receivers who's better than the other guy, and a damn drama queen who's coming off an injury and was just worse than Terry.
Who says no?
In practice videos, Deebo looked like he's trying to play fullback this season, so shouts out to him.
Not too much on my guy, and George Kittle came to defend him. George Kittle came to have his back, was like, it's just installs, you're just jogging through it anyway. So George Kittle had his back, and yeah, shouts out to you, George. Deebo, I know you're going to go over there and be great, man. I'm rooting for you this season.
Deebo looked like he was going full speed. Noah Brown is really underrated in this league. I love him being the receiver 3. You
Man, I
get
missed
Michael
that
Gallup.
list filming. Holy shit.
You get Michael Gallup to come out of retirement and stay in division, which is weird. And then you get Jalen Lane in the 4th round. He's cool.
Yeah, the Commanders, you talked about what I had written down. Or do we see a sophomore slump, or not even so much a slump that he's bad, but just a regression to the
A low
mean?
regression.
Exactly, because it's like he was so special. It's like, do we just see him just be not even that he's gonna be mediocre, but just be good, just not as great as he was this past season? Because he was spectacular. So I wouldn't be mad at him if he doesn't repeat exactly what he did. And the Commanders didn't just settle. We talked about that even midseason last year. They didn't settle. They went and got Marshawn Lattimore. And even this offseason, they didn't settle. They went and got Laramie Tunsil. They went and got Deebo Samuel. They overpaid for Javon Kinlaw. But they're making moves. They're trying. So I don't blame them. They're trying to do what they got to do to maximize the timeline of Jaden Daniels on this rookie contract. So I don't fault them at all. Like you said about Terry McLaurin, I would love to see them get that deal done, because you don't want to lose a guy like that and replace him with Deebo Samuel. You know, they really mesh with each other well because they're kind of just opposites. So I don't want to see Terry McLaurin hold out or anything like that, or one out, which I don't think he will. He doesn't give me that vibe. But yeah, what else?
He just wants his motherfucking money.
How good can this, like, how is this team going to stack up with the rest of the NFC, though? With the top of the top. We know they're better than, the Vikings of the world, the Packers of the world, the Rams, the Niners, but can they remove the Vikings from that? Sorry. Better. But can they stack up with the Lions, the Eagles, the Vikings of the NFC, the cream of the crop of the NFC? Can they propel into that upper echelon? I would like to say yes with the offseason additions that they had. They like Trey Amos a lot, who they drafted this.
I love Trey Amos.
So we'll see, but I still don't know
Out
yet.
of
the Ohio State University.
You're bogus.
We'll move on. But like I was saying, can they stack up with the cream of the crop? We'll see. I would like to think that they're still in the best of the tier 2 teams. I don't think they're as good as the Eagles or the Lions. And I think the NFC East is going to be damn good, even just aside from them and the Eagles. I think there's a team in here that I think is getting criminally underrated. We'll get there when we get there. But it's going to be tough for the Commanders to get to where they were, which was the NFC Championship game last year. It's going to be tough for them to get back there next season.
Their offensive line will be one of the best in all of football. And their defense is so fucking weird. But I loved their defense last year. So hopefully they can stay up to standard. The next team, you alluded to them a little bit.
I'm the Dallas Cowboys in. Man. Hey, Jerry Jones said he was all in last year. I'm all in this year. I'm all in on the Dallas Cowboys. Not that they're going to be Super Bowl champions or win the division, but I think people are not talking about that. There's 2 teams in the NFC that people aren't talking about enough. It's the Dallas Cowboys, and it's the damn San Francisco 49ers. And don't even roll your eyes, because we talked about this. We talked about this, and you agreed. So don't be different on here when you're a closeted Niners lover off camera. So don't even. But as I was saying, the Cowboys, we're not talking about the NFC. Oh my gosh.
Keep talking.
The Dallas Cowboys, man, they went out and got George Pickens. They drafted what's his face, Jaden Blue from Texas. I think, and you get a healthy Dak Prescott back. I think Dak Prescott is a top 8 quarterback. I think you give Dak Prescott another weapon like George Pickens. They already have CeeDee Lamb. You have a running back there. And I think they also brought in Miles Sanders as well. They drafted an offensive lineman. I forget his name. Tyler Booker. Yeah, I think the Cowboys are primed for a big bounce back year, man. I really do expect it. At the end of last season, they were playing some damn good football with Cooper Rush and whoever else it was, Trey Lance. They were playing some damn good football. You insert Dak Prescott in, because we were talking about, can the Dallas Cowboys make a push for the 7th seed? You put Dak Prescott back in here. Like I said, you add George Pickens. I think this offense can be damn good. And Dak Prescott, we know he can put up MVP-like numbers if he's healthy. if he's healthy. And I see that you're upset over this. I don't know why. And once Micah Parsons,
Jerry Jones doesn't deserve this,
he
dude.
doesn't.
It pisses me off.
Once Micah Parsons came back, you saw that defense make a shift immediately. They became a more than capable defense once he came back, because they were fucking putrid when he was gone. He comes back and they were damn good. They were damn good. They do have to get better at stopping the run, but I think this team is primed for a comeback season. I would not be surprised if this division had 3 10-win teams. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys somehow finished second in this division. I would not be surprised at all. I really think the Cowboys in an NFC that could be open if we see some Super Bowl hangover from the Eagles. The Lions lost a lot in this offseason. They could be at the top of the NFC. Who knows? Not that they're going to be in the Super Bowl, but just standing wise, they could be at the top of the NFC. I think the Cowboys should be all in on this season and make whatever moves they can in the middle of the season. Be aggressive if you can, because I think the NFC is wide open. And the Cowboys will bounce back this season. I talked about us making bets to start next season. The Cowboys will be on there. I'm taking the Cowboys for at least 10 wins. And I know their line is probably gonna be 8.5 or some shit. I'm smashing the over. The Cowboys are gonna be a 10-win team if Dak Prescott stays healthy.
I think that the Cowboys are going to pull what the Bengals did this year, unfortunately, because they have the corpses of Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders back there, like you mentioned. I think the one of them, probably Javonte Williams will start the season for quite a few games. I think it'll probably take until week 5 until they realize Jaden Blue's really fucking good. Let's start just give him all of the touches. So that sucks, but CD and George Pickens together is going to be a match made in heaven. You're going to see if you can steal any of that potential that Jonathan Mingo had out of that trade and try to make him your wide receiver 3. If not, Jalen Tolbert is very safe as a wide receiver 3. He's just damn good in my opinion. You got Paris Campbell, which is always just a good thing in life. And then, as you said, Tyler Booker was a good draft pick. It never hurts to build a dominant offensive line. I think Jake Ferguson is one of the more underrated players in all of football. Not just offense, they're not just tight end, all of football. Donovan Ezraku in the second round is going to be dominant. He was one of my favorite defensive edges in the entire class. Siobhan Revel in the third round. He's a 6'2", lanky corner that I was extremely high in, and you get him in the third. And like you said, if Dak can stay healthy, Dallas is going to be dangerous. I really enjoy this team, and it makes me upset that it's Jerry Jones's.
And they took a shot in free agency at some guys, just taking a chance. Dante Fowler, they bring in, like we talked about, Javonte Williams, Jaire Elam, Kenneth Murray, Solomon Thomas, a Niners bust. They're just taking shots on people, and I think these can be nice depth pieces for them if they can stay healthy, man. I really think the Cowboys can be damn good this year, man.
I loved Jaire Elam last season when they traded for him
from Dak Prescott. I expect a big season from him, man. Shout outs to the Cowboys.
Dak is so good.
So damn good. He doesn't get the love ever that he deserves, because when he's on the Cowboys, everybody hates the Cowboys. Dak Prescott went to I know this because it's white and red. Is it Nebraska? Okay. Don't. I know because I remember the play of him taking off for like a fucking 50-yard touchdown run. I remember it. It's white and red, right? He wore red.
It's not really red, but yeah, it's red.
It's white and like crimson, like kind of like maroon, kind of.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fucking North Dakota or some shit. Where did he go?
North Dakota. North Dakota's like green.
Where did Dak
go ahead and think about it. We'll move on to the Eagles. The Eagles went 14-3 in 2024.
Stanford?
You have Jalen Hurts returning. It was a top 10 quarterback in this league. The deep ball. Don't look it up.
I'm not. I'm scrolling to the Eagles.
His deep ball is beautiful. You have Tanner McKee, who probably takes over as QB2 with Kenny Pickett going to the Browns. You draft Kyle McCord in the 6th round to probably be QB3. DTR is on this roster. Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I don't think he will be to start the season, but that's fun. You now have Saquon Barkley, the quad master, backed up by A.J. Dillon, the Quadzilla, if you want to call him that, and Will Shipley. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are debatably the best duo in all of football when it comes to receivers.
No debate.
Debatably the best duo in all of football.
Puka and Devontae, is that what you're going to say? I know Jamar and T Higgins have a case. My apologies, Jamar and T Higgins have a case, but I think it's AJ Brown and
JJ McCarthy's throwing to him as well.
continue.
Jettison and Jordan Addison together is. Jahan Dotson, Terrace Marshall, you're going to see if you can.
Dak didn't go to Nebraska? You know what I'm trying to think of the fucking Sunday night football. Dak Prescott. Like, Stanford is the college that has like the tree in their logo, right? It's the S in the tree. So okay, so that's what I keep thinking, but I know that's Stanford. Yeah, I'll take the hint. Are you gonna tell me like somebody else that went there?
Oh. It's a state school.
Oh my gosh, Mississippi State. Fuck, yeah. Man, that's bad.
I've never liked Dallas Goedert as a tight end, but he's pretty serviceable.
Gets the job done, yeah.
Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter will continue to dominate on the defensive side of the ball. You lose Milton Williams to New England, but you'll have guys step up. Mm-hmm. You draft Jahad Campbell at the end of the first round, which is just an absolute steal. He was, other than a Buckeye, he was maybe my favorite player defensively in the entire draft. Mm-hmm. Smile Munden Jr. in the 5th round, another absolute steal who's going to end up being great. Zach Bond will be a captain for them this year. Coming off, he was all pro, right?
Yeah.
Coming off his all-pro season after the Saints were using him on special teams. Andrew Makuba, 2nd round. The Eagles are the fucking best team in the entire league when it comes to drafting.
Yeah, shout out to Harry.
And then white boys are going to continue to do stuff that very few white boys do in the NFL.
Yeah, it's like the Eagles, like just looking at their losses in the offseason. There's Josh Sweat, Milton Williams, Darius Slay, Isaiah Rodgers, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Mekhi Becton, Avonte Maddox, Brandon Graham to retirement. But it doesn't fucking matter. They draft so well, so they have guys ready to start once those guys leave. It's like Jason Kelce retired. Well, it's a good thing we drafted Cam Jurgens a season or two ago. It's like we have him ready to go. It's like it doesn't matter who the Eagles lose. Howie Roseman has a plan. He has somebody ready that's been sitting and waiting to take that spot. It like the only thing that I can say is is it gonna be some type of fatigue, some type of Super Bowl hangover? Can Saquon Barkley put together another season like that? Because when running backs, I don't know if he could have another season like that. But then again, does he need to? Does he need to have another 2,000-yard season?
Madden cover too.
And Madden cover, does he need to do that? Will a Madden curse play? Exactly. The fact that that's what we're talking about when it comes to the Eagles tells you that there's no hole on this roster. And going back to last season, coming into last season, we could have said, well, I don't know, Jalen Hurts, can he get it done? He can get it. There's no fucking question. He can get it done and then some. He's one of the clutchest quarterbacks in the league. There's no hole on the Eagles roster.
Debatably, his 2 best career games are both in Super
Bowls. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like you did your like standings and you pick them or whatever for the entire season, like just on some bullshit, just not like a fish or anything a couple of weeks ago, and you sent it to me and I told you the Eagles are closer to a 14-win team than a 10-win team, and it's like there's not a world where I see them at like 11 or 10 wins. Like the fact that I could say there's a world for every other team in the league where I see them at 10 wins or something like that. But there's literally not a world, if the Eagles stay healthy, where I see them below like 12 wins. There's just not a world. They are too talented from top to bottom. The defensive line is still elite. The secondary, you still have those 2 studs you drafted last year. You got Reed Blankenship. It doesn't matter. Wherever you look on this roster, they are loaded and they're primed to go on another run. So I literally have nothing bad to say about the Eagles. Like I mentioned, I talked about their losses, but they brought in so much talent. They gave Saquon an extension, gave Lane Johnson a new deal. There's just nothing I can say wrong about the Eagles. They have everything you can ask for. So really all they just have to do is stay healthy, and they should be back to the NFC Championship game, if not the Super Bowl yet again, because the NFC I don't think is it's just there's not as many teams that stack up with them as there is in the AFC. If you put them in the AFC, it's a different conversation. But them being in the NFC, there's just no team that stacks up with them. I think like at all. I think they're in a class of their own. I say the Eagles and the Lions are the 2 best teams in the NFC, but it's really the Eagles and then the Lions and then everybody else. The Eagles are in a class of their own, I think, and I think they should walk to another NFC Championship game. They're that damn good.
We'll see how important Kellen was to him, I guess, but
We'll see. I
I don't think it really
I
matters.
don't think it'll matter. There's just too much talent on this roster for play calling or coaching to be that much of a factor. I think at the end of the day, your players are just going to be better than the people they're lined up against. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. You have 20. You're handed it off to number 26. He's just going to take it to the house 3 different times a game. It doesn't matter.
Our final team, the 3-14 2024 New York Giants.
The first thing I wrote down for the Giants are going to finish with a bad record. I'll say that right now. They're going to finish with a bad record, but the Giants will not be a bad team. Their record will not show what they will be. I think their defense is going to be outstanding.
So fun, dude. I cannot wait to watch their play. Their offense?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They already led the league in sacks last season. And then you add on top of that, and it only makes a secondary's job easier when you have an outstanding defensive line. The secondary doesn't have to cover for much. You cover for a couple of seconds.
And they went out and upgraded them in the secondary too.
Like, man, the Giants are, like I said, their record. They're in a tough division. They have a hard schedule, so their record will be bad, but they will not be a bad team at the end of the day. And the other thing I had written down for the Giants. I forgot that they have 3 quarterbacks. It's like, holy shit. They have Russell Wilson, they have Jameis, and then they drafted Jackson Dart. It's like, holy shit. And then I wrote down, when do we see Jackson Dart? What's the game plan here? When do we see him? Because I expect Russ to be the day one guy. I think you bring in Russ to start him and get any juices, any prime Russ, danger Russ you can get out of him before you're like, all right, let's get him out of here and bring in somebody else. But it's just like, what's the plan here? What's the play? Is it, if Russ isn't good, do we shift to Jameis? Do we shift to Jackson Dart? Is Jackson Dart our last option? Do we want to sit Jackson Dart the entirety of the season? What's the plan here? But like I said, my overarching thing is the Giants will have a bad record, but they will be a fun team to watch, I think. I think the Giants, no matter how bad their record continues to get as the season goes on, I don't think they'll be a team that I can't X out of my schedule. They won't be a team that I just close their tab out when their game's on. I think I'll continuously have their tab on as long as they're playing. I think they'll be a fun watch.
I noticed you didn't bring up Tommy DeVito. What's up with that?
The Giants have 3 quarterbacks.
You got Hakeem Nunez-Roches. You have Sexy Dexy. You have Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Abdul Carter. I think they're all 5 going to start. You're going to have 5 guys rushing you at all times. I mean, it's going to be, like you said, when that's coming at you, you don't have to cover as long. But I can't wait to see how they play this defense. Less on, like, how good they're going to be, but more like the schemes and what they can do with it. Because like you said, they're going to be bad. We all know that. You're starting Russell Wilson and the big 2025. I love Tyrone Tracy. I love Malik Neighbors. But Wan'Dale Robinson, no disrespect to him. I don't think he's a receiver too.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Cam Scattaboo in the 3rd or 4th round, wherever he was taken, is a phenomenal thunder to Tracy's lightning. Darius Slayton is a phenomenal Twitter follow. Jalen Hyatt reportedly gained 15 to 20 pounds of muscle. Maybe
he's damn good.
Out of?
Couldn't tell you. Not a chance.
Same place as shit. What's his name? Same place as Dante Thornton. If that helps you.
No.
Same place as Joe Milton.
Alabama.
No,
that's Jalen Milroe that went to Alabama. I always do that. Give me somebody else. Boy,
Grant
it's
Williams?
fucking community college. Oh, Tennessee. Okay, Tennessee.
I love Theo Johnson as fuck. God damn it.
It's community college. Oh, Tennessee. Because you said Grant Williams.
Oh shit! You pick up Paulson Adebo, and Javon Holland in free agency in the offseason. I love Javon Holland, dude. I'm so upset he's on this bad garbage ass team, but the defense should be fun. And we finally, not finally. That's disrespectful. We're possibly seeing Brian Daboll's last year, so he should be putting as much talent on the field as he can if he wants to keep this job. So we'll see.
Yeah, Giants will be fun, man. I'm excited to watch them. I don't got much.
This whole division is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the NFC East. And I've been a guy that I've always hated the Cowboys. It's always fuck the Cowboys. I not to go back to them, but I'm so excited about every single team in this division. Every single one of them I'm excited to watch. There's not a team that I'm gonna just be like, oh fuck them. I'm excited to watch every single team. So the NFC East, man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Real shit. The only two teams in all of football that I don't really care about are both in the AFC. Like, I think the entire NFC might be fun to watch.
You're not watching the Saints.
The Saints are in the NFC South.
Uh-huh.
I was totally thinking AFC.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of the two.
So there's one in each. There's one in each.
Saints and Colts.
Saints and dang, you're giving up on not giving up on him, but you're just saying fuck Anthony Richardson. Even him is not getting you in.
I don't think he's starting, man.
Okay.
I love Anthony Richardson. I love him. I love Michael Pittman.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I can't torture myself with him anymore.
Michael Pittman, get it together.
I love Jonathan Taylor.
Get it together, JT. You'll find your way on my fantasy team this year. I promise you will.
Not in my league though, because I'm gonna have him.
And I hope you have the 101, and I hope you take him. I hope you take him. Because Christian McCaffrey will be my... I don't care if I'm the 101. I'm taking CMC. I'm taking him. You out there, you be the jackass and let him fall to me. You be the jackass. CMC is prime for a bounce-back season, man.
Go ahead. 101, you not taking Jettis or Jamar? Okay.
No. No. I've never ever been a receiver guy. I'm always a double running back guy. Since I started fantasy, I've always been a double running back guy, and I will forever be a double running back guy. At least my first pick will be a running back, no matter what. No matter what. Always.
Nobody knows me
Adrian
like
Peterson,
you,
David Johnson,
Bruno.
Le'Veon Bell. Man, I've had some bad fans. I drafted Le'Veon Bell in that season where he sat out. Then I drafted him the next year because he came out on social media, was like, man, to all my fantasy owners out there, I let y'all down last season. He goes to the Jets. I'm like, you know what? Le'Veon Bell said he got us. He was fucking putrid. I had David Johnson his amazing year. Took him again. He was fucking garbage. I had Andrew Luck the year he retired. He just comes fucking 2 days before the season starts. Yeah, you know, I think I'm just going to hang it up. He's my fucking starting quarterback. I've had some bad luck in fantasy, man. I've had some bad luck, but last season was the start of the turnaround. We're building a fucking dynasty over here, baby. Sorry.
If you're here to watch football reactions, that's all we got for you. We appreciate you watching to this point. If you watch longer than this, we have some news. We have an update. The Waffle is not over.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not going to be as in-depth as we have been the last several months. And when we get back closer to WrestleMania season...
SummerSlam. Okay. WrestleMania season.
maybe SummerSlam. We're going to still talk about it.
The NFL season, it'll probably be dead. It probably will be dead because there'll be a lot of football to talk about. Well, I'm sure we'll mention it here and there, but the Waffle probably won't be a staple during the NFL season. And to everybody that's been DMing me about small talk, and you know, I know my phone has been fucking freezing and fucking getting burning hot because of small talk. I know you guys want it. We're trying to work things out. Just be patient with us. Just be patient with us. I know you guys want it really bad. Just be patient.
We haven't had an episode in 3 weeks. I know that phone not getting no notifications. I posted.
I saw. I got that notification. I was like, but Smallz is either bored out of his fucking mind and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do some shit, or like, I was like, this is so.
We locked in.
So, just Smallz and I have been talking, and we've been on the same wavelength without even talking. It's like I'll text Smallz and he'll text me. I texted him the other day. It's like, man, I've been thinking about a bunch of different segments. I was doing the same thing. We are coming locked in for our sophomore season. Year 2, but we're coming locked in. We are coming locked in. We've already talked about different ways to run the show, or just our game plan throughout the show, where, you know, we're being a bit more laid back, but we're coming harder, but well, fuck it, we're coming harder in year 2. There's no sophomore slump for us. I was telling Smallz it's a sophomore surge, a sophomore leap, a sophomore jump, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Year 2 is our year. I don't know if we won Rookie of the Year in year 2. We maybe, you know, we're a candidate for Rookie of the Year. But this year we're breaking out and we're coming for MVP. Fuck all that. Fuck all the Rookie of the Year. Fuck the cool little awards. We're coming for MVP. We're coming for heads
Hey,
this
Hot
season.
Pod,
This is our
move over.
Move the fuck over. We're coming for heads in year 2. We're coming for fucking heads. So get on the ship now or get left behind.
So with that said, Trey Lance, if you'd like to come on the pod and chat it up.
I've been shooting, man. I've been shooting behind the scenes because I've been telling the guys, hey, next episode, man, it's gonna be 3 of us on there. Be on the lookout. Yeah, somebody will come on. Somebody will come on. I promise.
Matt Corral, next episode.
Come on.
Tell me where Matt Corral just played.
The Brahmas. Was he our quarterback? He wasn't our quarterback? No, he's on the light blue team. He's on the light blue team, like the baby blue teal team or whatever that. That's not the Brahmas. That's not the Brahmas.
Who was our quarterback?
What color do we wear? What color do we wear?
Yellow.
Oh, we're yellow and black. We're yellow and black. Okay, yeah, Matt Corral's on the light blue team. He's on the light blue team, right?
He plays for Birmingham.
The Birmingham Stallions?
I think so.
Yeah, so that's the light blue team. Yeah. Shout out to you, Matt Corral. Shout out to you.
Kellen Mond was our quarterback.
Oh, I see why we were too good. Come on the show though, Kellen Mond. Let's get into the fucking waffle, man. Let's get into the fucking waffle.
But as I was saying, instead of just deep diving every week, we're just gonna go over the overarching storylines. So Naomi, Money in the Bank winner.
So Kai,
shouts out to her.
Sorry, you won't be watching too much of us anymore, Kai, because these ain't gonna be too long. So we appreciate your support anyway, though.
Hey, that what's the little juice that Bianca was on the cover of? Because that shit was tough.
Minute Maid.
That shit was cool. I looked for it the other day and I didn't find any.
Said some wild things about that Minute Maid.
What you mean?
No, nothing. But no, I haven't seen that either.
Should I buzz my head?
No. Well, actually, like how you had it, like have you done it in the past?
I would like buzz it, like buzz.
I think how you've cut it in the past has looked good with the beard though. Like you cut the hair and leave the beard, line up the beard or whatever.
See, I'm thinking I like just leave this growing it like however it wants to grow, but just like completely buzz the head.
Like buzz the
like
head.
No guard on it.
You're shiny bald. Like you got
no
to your head.
like very little though. Like very very little.
Have you done it before? Is there like a reference picture?
Look up Bazinga shaved head. Like the guy from the Sidemen. Yeah. Like when he buzzed his head. Bazinga. But as we were saying, Naomi won Money in the Bank. I didn't think she was gonna win it because it's been her like 7th time participating, but proceed with caution. I love me some Naomi. She bought thicker than a Snicker. And when she's saying, she says Big Jim all the time.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the beard. That's fine. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, his beard looked better than mine, but.
Hey. Yours look good too.
Yeah. Seth Rollins wins the man's Money in the Bank, which I think is bogus because isn't Money in the Bank meant to like lower level talent, not guys that can.
It was him or LA Knight to win it, and then like for them to do that LA Knight shit again, where it's like we think he's gonna do it.
He's right there.
Yeah, they did it. They've done it 3 times in a row now. It's like God, like damn, like how many times are you gonna do it to this guy? But he's on. It looks like I don't know if he's on Monday Night Raw, but he's been doing a lot more things in the main event scene, doing things with Cena, doing things with Seth Rollins and his faction. So I think LA Knight is on the uptick, but I would have liked to seen him with the Money in the Bank because Seth Rollins can find different ways to get himself a match. But the briefcase did work for both of them, but I would have liked to see it with LA Knight more.
Absolutely. Becky Lynch is our new women's Intercontinental Champion. She had that little story with Lyra, and we all knew she was going to win, but I still think it's bogus.
I think Lyra will still be involved. I think eventually, even if we do get just Bayley and Becky, I think eventually we'll have a triple threat between the 3 of them. I think Lyra, Becky, and Bayley will have a match together. So I don't think Lyra will win it back, but I think still think she's involved with the story, and this story has been damn good. So, shouts out to them.
Bailey's just so good when she's out there.
Boy, and was she looking good when she returned, man. Shouts out to Bailey. I love you. Come on the show.
She probably bust your ass 1v1. Jacob Fatu turned on Solo.
1v1 what?
We gonna talk about it. Jacob Fatu said, I hate you, Solo.
That was a cool moment. I was watching the Money in the Bank with my brother and my friend. Well, no, my brother wasn't here at that point. But yeah, and it was just because Braun Breaker killed fucking Grande Americano, by the way. But him and Bronson Reed come out and hearing Fatu's music and Braun Breaker looking back like, oh shit. And then the way they walked out, it was just, man, like aura is just used, and it's like it just has such a negative connotation to it these days. But that man's aura is fucking different, bro. Fatu walking out to his music just like a fucking gangster. Man, that shit had me hyped, man. And like
I know what I mean.
He whoops ass, then helps Solo get up and gets him on the ladder, then grabs his leg. And Solo was fucking phenomenal in this Money in the Bank match, by the way. Just making me laugh and smile and shit like that. He's like grabbing his leg and looking down like, what the fuck is going on down there? And Fatu has it, and he says, I hate you, Solo. What a great moment, man. What a great moment. The men's Money in the Bank was very good. Women's was the men's was very good.
We get Ron Killings coming back after R-Truth is released.
I never thought I would be more hype in my life for R-Truth. Like that was, I lost my mind.
Amazing.
I lost my mind. It was my brother was there at that point. My brother, and my friend. R-Truth well, we don't know at this point, but somebody comes in and starts just whooping John Cena's ass. My brother says, oh, that's R-Truth. And then I see his ankle. And I'm like, holy shit, it's a black guy. It's a black guy. Who else could it be? I was like, who the fuck else could it be? It has to be R-Truth. Then he rips off the mask.
He did it the right way. He did the hoodie, but he
holy
fucking put the mask over so you couldn't tell right away.
Holy shit. Wow. And we're not falling for the shit, by the way. It wasn't no fucking plan. You released them, then you realize that you look like fucking jackasses. We're not falling for that shit.
Absolutely. And Punk got his match at the end of June in Saudi against CM Punk. Not Punk, I said Punk. I mean, Cena has a match against Punk in Saudi. That'll be amazing just because CM Punk's the best in the world.
Yeah, and their whole history and the build-up has been very good too. But I don't know, the John Cena retirement tour, I have mixed feelings about it, because yeah, we are getting like, because if he didn't turn heel, we wouldn't have got him and CM Punk or him and Randy or him and Cody, which wasn't very good, but we just wouldn't get all of these. So I understand why they did it, but as time goes on, it's like, dang, man, I think John Cena just should have stayed babyface. I just don't even think we should have experimented with this heel run. But I'm enjoying it more as of late than prior. This has been the best stretch of the retirement tour so far.
He's just been the same for so long. Like, he hasn't evolved the heel character very much.
With R-Truth and CM Punk involved, I think this is the best it's been. And we'll see what happens when Cody gets back, really involved. He is a bit, but when him and Cody have another match, we'll see how it is then. But CM Punk and R-Truth are Ron Killings are making it pretty interesting right now. But yeah, John Cena, I said this for a couple of, I guess, months now, I guess. But it's like his beef is just with the fans. It just doesn't feel like he's beefing with CM Punk or beefing, especially Cody's beef. Cody, it never felt like he was beefing with Cody. Every promo he got, it was, fuck the fans, I hate you guys, I'm breaking up with you guys never treated me right, even when I did this, when I did that, you guys still booed me. It just continuously feels like it's a rivalry with the fans, and he turned against the fans, not everyone else. So I don't know, we'll see, but I'm enjoying him and CM Punk, like I said, and it's feeling it's getting better and better, but overall, as of right now, I still would have preferred a babyface Cena, but, we are here, so there's nothing I can do now, but it's getting better, so I'm willing to see where it goes. I'm ready for him to turn back babyface, though.
We had the King and Queen of the Ring tournament started. We had Rhea versus Kyrie versus Roxanne versus Liv. And Roxanne wins that one, turning on Liv a little bit. Mm-hmm. We had Jade versus Piper versus Nia versus Michin. And that's a garbage-ass match because Piper and Nia both. Oh. And Michin. Low-key, they all stink except Jake.
I didn't know. I thought you were going to say they had no chance of winning. But no, Michin does not stink. Piper doesn't even stink. Nia doesn't stink either.
They all stink.
All
And then we have Charlotte versus Alba Fire versus Alexa Bliss versus Candice. And I'm surprised that Charlotte lost, but I love the little fake push we're getting out of Alexa Bliss. She's amazing.
Like the little dynamic that they have between Alexa and Charlotte going on right now. That little subplot or whatever they got going on. I'm interested to see where that goes.
And then we had Ivy Nile, Stephanie Vacquer, Raquel Rodriguez. Ivy Nile and Stephanie Vacquer, those are both queens right there. And we lose to Asuka.
I didn't hate it. I like it, especially now with I'm sure we'll talk about it with Liv Morgan getting hurt. I like it even more because
man.
I'd be down to see Asuka take on Io Sky at SummerSlam with the history they have in Damage Control together. So I wouldn't hate that. And Asuka is damn good. So I have no problem with her winning this. But yeah, Liv Morgan, that's so sad. And it's one thing that it's sad because it is Liv Morgan and that's just a person getting hurt. You just don't want to see them get hurt. But she was doing so much. She just called out Nikki Bella. She was going after Io Sky in the title. She probably would have done something with the tag titles. At Evolution, the all women's PLE we have coming up. It's just like, damn, man. She was involved in
the tag titles
story. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they drop them, but yeah, it's like the whole Roxanne story and Roxanne weaseling her way into the Judgment Day. It's just like we lose out on so much with Liv Morgan getting hurt, man. I hope it's not as bad as it can be, and I hope it first.
They were saying she dislocated her shoulder, and it could be like months.
Yeah, man. Get well soon, Liv Morgan. We love you.
Absolutely. King of the Ring. Sammy takes on Penta, Dom, and Braun. And Sammy wins with his haluva kick.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good match in my opinion.
It was a very good match.
We had LA Knight versus Randy versus Carmelo Hayes versus the Aleister Black. And it feels like Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes are in the match together every week at this point. And Randy wins that one. We have Cody take on Damian Priest with a little weak-ass, bum-ass, garbage-ass. Shinsuke and Andrade. And Cody wins that one because why would Cody lose? And then we'll talk about it, but no longer champion Jey Uso takes on Rusev, Sheamus, and Bronson Reed.
Hell nah, bro. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, Jey Uso wins that qualifying match. Well, she shouldn't even have to win that fucking King of the Ring qualifying match, but it is what. We'll get there, bro. We'll go there. Like, why for fucking Goldberg? For Goldberg, boy. Fuck. I do not give a fuck about Goldberg versus Gunther. I am sorry. I don't give a single fuck. And if Goldberg wanted to be retired by Gunther, which is going to be his retirement match, but you didn't need the fucking time to do that. You didn't need it. Because all that tells me is now, since this is your retirement match, you ain't fucking winning. You're not winning. Because you're not going to fucking win and retire with the fucking belt. So you take it away from Jey Uso, who was having a damn good world champion run. The belt just looked good on him. It just looked good on him. You take it away from Jey Uso in only 51 days. So we could have Gunther and Goldberg for the world heavyweight title. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you shitting?
And I wasn't.
God.
I wasn't too mad at first because after he lost it, it came out on Twitter where he was giving that little segment to thank your parents, and he just went on that long ass rant. So I was like, maybe he's hurt. He's gonna take some time off.
Right.
And if he's getting some time off, he's been busting his ass. Yeah. So I understand that. But he's just back.
So next week. It's like,
are we doing?
Mystery opponent. Then I look on Instagram. It's fucking Adam Pearce. Breaking news. Jey Uso. Like, what the fuck? So he loses it to get right back into a tournament to get it back. First of all, where's the fucking rematch clause? What happened to that? What happened to the rematch clause? They pick and choose when the fucking rematch clause is a thing. Because why the fuck does he have to go through King of the Ring? Why can't he just say he wants another match? And then, like, I was upset when he lost it, even though he did that fucking post-match shit. Because it's like, why Gunther? And even if it was Gunther, Seth Rollins should have ran his ass down to the ring and cashed the fuck in. What, like,
what is he waiting on?
Where was he? Or if you give the briefcase to LA Knight, it even makes more sense for LA Knight to cash in right after Gunther wins it, and then we set up a feud between them. But just to have Jey Uso lose it to the guy that he just beat at WrestleMania after this whole story was, I'm not scared of you anymore. I've never beat you, but I'm gonna beat you at WrestleMania. He beats him. He makes him
What the
tap.
fuck was the point?
He makes him tap just to lose it to the same guy 51 days later. And this has nothing to do with Gunther. It's not because I dislike him or anything like that. It could have been if Jey Uso would have beat John Cena at WrestleMania and John Cena would have beat him now. I would have been pissed. It's not because it's Gunther. It's just because it's the same guy. We had Jey Uso who was having a damn good run. Like I like Gunther a lot. Him as world champion wasn't very good the first time around, but I don't think it was his fault. It was their fault in the booking. So I think he can do a good job the second time around. But it's just like, why do we have to get Gunther and Goldberg at the expense of Jey Uso? That's just what I just don't understand. I don't understand it. And even if Seth Rollins doesn't cash in during their main event match, their title match, just have him fucking come out, play his music so Jey Uso gets distracted and have him lose that way. Not that he... Like I was walking while watching this match, and Jay and like every time Jay got put into a sleeper, I'm like, okay, he's gonna get out of this. No way Jey Uso loses this, or if he does lose this, it's because Seth Rollins comes in and cashes in. That's the only way he's losing. That's in my mind the only way Jay loses is because of a cash in. So this whole time while he's in the sleeper, I'm like, okay, Jay's gonna get out, and he gets out of a couple of them, and then he gets put into the last one, and I see the ref raise his arm. And he does that shit where he just drops his arm. And I stop on my walk. And I'm like, no fucking way Jay just lost right here. I'm like, no fucking way. So something's got to happen. Maybe Jay didn't fucking fall asleep yet. Maybe the ref's going to lift his arm again. Then the ref calls for the bell. And Gunther grabs the belt. And there's pyro going off. And I'm like, holy shit. Jay really lost. And I was like I couldn't believe it. Like I thought there was no chance that he was losing. I could not believe it. I just can't reiterate it enough. It's not because it's Gunther. We had to get Goldberg and Gunther
the same match
to lose. Jey Uso had to lose so we could get Goldberg and Gunther. That's just not. Whatever. It is what it is at this point now. It is what it is.
The Wyatt Six are trying to make a comeback.
They could fucking miss me. They could absolutely miss me. WWE and Triple H missed the mark on the Wyatt Six. They had one of the greatest debuts of all time. Just killing everybody backstage and in Gorilla. They have missed the mark. They were supposed to do something with Alexa Bliss. That didn't pan out. So I don't care about them in this tag division. The tag division has been so great for the better portion of over half a year now. So I don't even care to see the Wyatt Six involved in that. I don't want them ruin anything that's going on over there. I damn sure don't want to see them win the tag titles because they are by far the worst tag team in that division. When you have the Profits, you have Motor City Machine Gun, you have Fraxium, you have DIY. Pretty Deadly even I would like to see over.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yes,
boy.
The Wyatt Six. Los Garzas won the tag team championships in AAA. Them I would like to see over the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six are just not interesting to me anymore. I'm cool on seeing them, so I hope they don't win these fucking tag titles.
Last thing I have to say when it comes to wrestling is we've had so many matches out of 3 men. I'll add 3 out of 3 men that just are a waste of fucking time. AJ Styles, you deserve better. Chad Gable, you deserve better. Finn Balor, you deserve better.
Finn Balor, I think, is going to get his... I think Finn Balor wins the title maybe at SummerSlam or something, but I think... And that's what sucks, because Liv Morgan played such a big part in Finn turning on the Judgment Day or whatever, or kicking them out. And I think that was going to be the catalyst to him winning the IC title, which I still think is the end goal. But Liv Morgan played such a big part in that, and in so many other things. It sucks that she got hurt. But I think Finn's time is coming pretty soon. I think he's going to be the one to take the title off of Dom. I don't think AJ Styles is going to do it. I would like to see AJ Styles go after a world title one more time before he retires. And who else did you say? Yeah, Chad Gable. I've been over the fucking Grande Americano shit. I would... They missed the mark on Chad Gable, too. Not only did they miss it with Gunther, he should have been the one to beat Gunther at WrestleMania 40, not Sami Zayn. Everybody was behind Chad Gable. And then you do some bullshit-ass, 2-week-ass fucking story where he's training Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn goes and wins it. And then you missed the mark on fucking Otis and him in the summer around like last year Money in the Bank and shit like that. There was a Monday Night Raw where Otis stood up to Chad Gable, just stepped up to him, didn't even fucking make a move, just stepped up to him. The crowd lost it. Like, they blew up, and they did nothing with that. So, yeah, they missed the mark on Chad Gable heavy, and he's one of the best wrestlers on the planet, and they've missed the mark.
For sure.
So, yeah, he definitely does deserve better. I've been over the Grande Americano shit for a while now.
That's all we got. Unless you got something you want to talk about.
No, sir.
As you said earlier on in the show, Small Talk will be returning very soon. Very soon. And we can start with a little bit today, I guess.
You guys' DMs worked, man. Shouts out to all you guys that send in DMs and requests and left comments saying you guys wanted to see it back, man. Because of you guys, your voices can be heard. Like R-Truth or Ron Killing said when he came back, your voice matters no matter what they tell you. You guys wanted Small Talk back, and you guys got it. Let's get into some small talk, baby.
One of the things I text you about more than anything else, the opposing gender. I would like to know how it's going with you. Talk to me, brother.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
No, not right now. Maybe later.
We'll get to you. But I think I told. What's that on the show? I told you when I asked for that girl's Instagram. Was that on the show or was that just messages?
I think you just texted me, and she was kind of dry.
Yeah. So I was in the
girl.
I was in, but I'm not talking to her. I was just saying, but yeah, I had finished a store at work, and I was like, damn, I'm starving. Let me go grab some breakfast. I go through a Dunkin' drive-through. So I go through the drive-through, I get my food, and I'm like, damn, she was looking, and she had commented on my hair because I just got my hair done. Oh, she's like, oh, you have a nice head of hair, and I was like, thank you. And the second I pull off in out of the drive-through, I literally screamed out, fuck, because I was like, and my mic probably cut out, but I screamed out fuck because I was like, damn, I should have fucking said something. I should have just, because why not? So I text my brother and my friend that I'm in a group chat with. I'm like, boys, I saw this girl at the Dunkin' drive-thru. She looked good. Should I go back and say something? And I was like, quick, answer, quick. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, fuck, Hurlins, you're on the clock, bro. You can't just fucking sit here. But I was like, fuck it. So I spun back through the fucking, or I ate the food I just parked real quick, ate the food, all on the clock, by the way. So Coca-Cola, I apologize. I ate the food, and then I was like, fuck, I'm going back through the drive-thru. So I went back through the drive-thru. And I pulled up to the window, and I was like, hey, I was the guy that was just in here. I don't even want anything. I just wanted to say you were looking good, and I want to see if I get your Instagram or something. And then I heard like her coworkers in the back, one of them go, ooh, he wants your Instagram. And then she was like, oh, you can pull up to the window. And then so I get to the window, and she was like, did you want my Instagram or did you want hers? And I don't even know who the fuck she was talking about, but I guess she just didn't think I was talking to her. But I was like, no, I want yours. And she's like, okay, you can get my Instagram. So she gave it to me. And yeah, we were texting, but it really didn't amount to anything much. But, this is going to sound bad because I've been talking, but there's this girl, I've been talking to her for a few months now. But it's not anything serious, but we've been talking. But I think she deserves the respect to where it's like I shouldn't be approaching anybody else. So I think I was wrong to approach the other girl at Dunkin'. But I think she deserves it to where, like, because we've been talking for that long to where it's like I don't think I should be approaching anybody because wherever it goes, it goes. But yeah, I've been talking to this girl for a couple of months now, and I enjoy talking to her. But we'll see where it goes. I don't know if it's gonna be anything serious or anything like that. But we're talking. I enjoy talking to her. We talk every day. Texting good morning and shit like that. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been talking in depth for a pretty decent time now. But
yeah. So you never. One of my biggest things is that like I feel bad approaching a woman at work because like they have to be working. There. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have no.
No. No, absolutely not. No.
Man. No, I wish I had that in me.
Remember the other girl I was telling you about, the Publix? I literally ate she made me my pub sub. I came home, ate the sandwich, and went back to the Publix.
You bogus for that one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I will ask wherever. Not wherever. The only place I won't is the gym. It just has a bad stigma to it these days where it's like, you can't even look in a girl's direction at the gym or else you're fucking checking her out while she's working out. So at the gym, I won't do it, but anywhere else, I'll do it. No, anywhere else.
See, I live in a small town, and I texted you one day about the girl in Menards. Mm-hmm. Regret that one very heavily.
Mhm.
But a couple times I've texted you, and I'm just like, I'm right down the road getting a McFlurry for Boss Man at McDonald's, and like, there's a couple workers in that are attractive, but I would never try anything with that because if I get shut down, I'm just sorry, man. I'm not going to fucking McDonald's for you because I don't got no balls to walk back in there again. He gonna say the one day my boss man called me, I was in the opposite hangar, and he goes, "I'm dying for a fucking flurry right now." So I said, "All right, I'll go get you one." And there's no way I could do that. Man, you looking really good right now.
Okay,
I would never go back. I would never go back.
I would hope that's not how you would approach her. Man, you looking really good, right? I would hope that's not how you approach her.
Word for word, bar for bar. I just was curious how you was doing with women. That's just quick reintroduction of small talk. Only other thing is occasionally after work, the guy I work with, and a couple of the other ones, we've been hooping a little bit. And I hadn't hooped in a long time, so the first couple of times.
Hoop today. Shut that down. I sent the D Wade retirement jersey retirement.
Jersey going up.
Yeah.
First couple of times I was bad. Like I was still winning, but I was bad. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to get my rhythm down though. So when we play, I text you yesterday or maybe today. You're not scoring more than 8.
All right, you will beat me. If you don't beat me, you're fucking dog shit. But you will beat me. But it's not gonna be no fucking 21-8. You said we're doing 3 dribbles, no rebounds. You're not. And I'm glad for your sake. I'm glad you're doing no rebounds. But
we can we can do however many dribbles you want and rebounds.
No, this has been decided. It's 3 dribbles.
No, we can change it.
Oh, that's fine. If you
want to change it,
that's fine by me. I really don't care however we slice it. It will not be no fucking 21-8. It will not be. And I promise you, you better not be saying 21-8 for your ass to fucking walk onto that court and be dog shit. You better not walk onto that court and I fucking smack you. Because I am not good. I'll tell you myself. I'm nowhere near a hooper. Fuck a hooper. I'm not a basketball player. I don't play basketball. Like, at all. So if
you might not score 6.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
We play make it take it, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm rattling off 21-0. 21-0.
No, I wouldn't go 21 straight, but you probably getting the ball 5 times. You can score 3 of them 5, and you losing. Game over.
If we go to 21 2s and 3s, it's 21-15, 21-14 your way. But it's not going to be no fucking 21-8. That's just disrespectful. Way too disrespectful. Like, you better come in as a fucking hooper the way you're talking. You better come in fucking tween, hezzy, step back.
I'm not a hooper. Hand up accountability. I'm not a hooper. I just know I would bust your ass.
Okay.
I told dude at work, I said, we could play to 41. I'll give you 25 points before we even start. $20 on the line. And he wouldn't bet me on it.
Then he's fucking... I would take that bet in a fucking heartbeat. He is fucking garbage then. If you give him 25 points, you said game to 41. He's fucking ass. He is ass. Fuck being good at the game. That's just no confidence in yourself. That you have the only reason I wouldn't take that because that's just fucking disrespectful to me. That's just fucking disrespectful. You think you can do that to me. That's the only reason why I wouldn't take it. Not because I don't think I would win, but just because it's disrespectful. So his ass is fucking garbage. I'm already knowing because he wouldn't take that bet. Whatever your name is out there, whoever you are, Brady's coworker, you're shit for not taking that bet. You're shitty.
Fair enough.
All right.
The one guy we worked with, he just lowers his shoulder and that's his offense. He got a hook shot that's nasty.
Football player, basketball player type of guy.
And I told him straight up, I won't ever guard you. I'm not fucking dealing with that. So if I'm on the opposite team and I'm the best player, you're gonna score.
So now I know. So just get a little physical with Brady, and I'm winning them 1-on-1. Now I know.
No, because you don't have the hook shot.
Just put
that motherfucker's hook shot is disgusting.
Just put a little shoulder into it.
Fouls.
What?
Fouls.
What? I'm calling foul. Wow. Wow. This 1v1 may never happen then. He said I'm calling fouls, offensive fouls. Wow. Wow. But now I
What's
know.
wrong with
Just
that?
play a little physical, and I'll have your number. So maybe 21-11 my way then. Now I know. Now I know the game plan. Put your fucking head down. Put your fucking head down. I'm not winning, bro. I'm not a hooper. I'm not a hooper. It is what it is.
So we gonna come. I'm gonna come. We gonna watch Baker, and then we putting $100 on a 1v1.
Sure. I'll put the $100 down, knowing I'm gonna lose, but just for the sake of it, I'll put the $100 down. Sure.
That's crazy.
Sure.
All right, close this out.
All right. One last thing. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Alarmy, you say you have
Alarmy's
to wake
been
up.
great.
So okay.
No, I don't have to wake up. That's my issue. Alarmy's been great, but I wake up and it's like I really don't care to go to work right now, so I'm just gonna go back to sleep for a little while.
All right. Well,
so I'm strolling in at like 9:30. Everyone else is getting there at 8. I walk in and boss man just goes, "Hey, big guy." So he doesn't give a fuck. He's gotten used to it.
All right.
No.
Well, we appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. We know it's been a while. Hopefully, we are more consistent in the near future, but bear with us. It is the off season. It's not like we have much of a lot to talk about anyway. But like we talked about a little bit ago, year 2 we are taking very serious. I already told Brady I will be putting us out there a lot more. I have not been one to promote myself at all, just me streaming or me anything like that. But I will be putting us out there heavily. So if you have me on Instagram or anything like that, be ready to fucking mute me by how much I'm gonna be fucking posting us. So yeah. You know, we're taking year 2 very seriously, but yeah, we appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and sub. I don't know if we said that at the top, but be sure to like, comment, and sub if you haven't already. The TikToks will be coming back soon. Regularly scheduled podcasts will be coming out soon. Not sure the day of the week, but they will be dropping weekly. We appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you guys next week.
Love y'all. Peace.